that help so many people to succeed in our country.
We have to be true to who it is that we are. And Life at Key gave me a chance all the way back then, and I ran with that. My thing is, it doesn't matter where you are, what your background is. Once you're given a chance, just run with it. Just take it as far as you possibly can go with it.
Getting that scholarship and putting myself through school with the help of the Life at Key Foundation made me feel like I could do anything, you know? Anything was possible after that.
Hope. Hope.
Life at Key Foundations continues to shape the future of the Bahamas through consistent investments in scholarship and grant programs designed to uplift and strengthen our nation. Moving Bahamians forward, upward, onward, together. March on, Bahamaland.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, the Bahamas ramps up border patrols amid surging Haitian migration. Also, spring breakers share why Bimini is their destination of choice. And residents join a search party as the hunt for a missing elderly man continues. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, everyone. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, as gang violence and lawlessness amongst the resignation of the Haitian president continues, thousands of Haitians have fled their homes and the country in search of a new beginning. Here at home, the commander of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force reports a notable uptick in Haitian migrant apprehensions in waters near the Bahamas in recent days. But efforts to bolster the country's border patrols against migration appear to be paying off. Ramiko Knowles has the details in tonight's top story.
Well, Raven, during last week's weekly press briefing at the Office of the Prime Minister, Commodore Raymond King of the Defense Force disclosed that the Royal Bahamas Defense Force had implemented a blockade in the southeastern Bahamas to secure the nation's borders against potential mass migration from Haiti. Today, it has transitioned from a possibility to a reality, as multiple apprehensions have been reported. The sound of gunshots piercing through the air has become all too familiar for people living in the Haitian capital, Port-au-Prince. Armed attacks have been mounting in recent weeks, with approximately 80% of the city now estimated to be under gang control. More than 15,000 people displaced in just the past week.
What often happens when you have an unstable security situation, as you reference in the question, is an increase in people attempting to flee the country.
The situation has resulted in an uptick in Haitian apprehensions near Bahamian waters.
The joint interception between us and TCI, I think it was 140 persons on that vessel. The arrest that we made solo, it was 107. And the TCI made a separate arrest of some 60 persons, and the United States Coast Guard had intercepted a vessel of some 65 persons, and I think they made a direct repatriation to Haiti.
Those on the ground report living with the specter of death on a daily basis as violence escalates in their homeland. Commodore Raymond King acknowledges that they anticipate a continual rise in apprehensions due to the current volatile state on the ground.
I foresee it being a sustained effort for the foreseeable future. And so we're poised to continue our efforts.
Neighboring countries are also intensifying efforts to secure their borders.
Between the regional partners, the United States, TCI / United Kingdom, as well as our resources, as well as the Belize Marine Unit, We will continue to work in tandem so we can guard, protect, and defend our borders.
Meanwhile, as for those who were captured near Bahamian waters, repatriation efforts are underway.
Just advancing plans to ensure that any and all repatriations they're done in a safe and secure manner.
Now, as highlighted in the report, authorities anticipate a continued increase in apprehensions near or within Bahamian waters as the crisis in Haiti persists. This is a developing story that we will continue to monitor closely and provide updates as new information becomes available. Live in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Back to you on the desk.
Thanks, Rumiko. In other news, the search for missing 80-year-old Philip Stubbs, also known as Big Mama, intensifying today. The elderly man reportedly left home on Monday without his cell phone and house keys and has not been seen since. Today, more than a handful of friends and a member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Iram Lewis, band together in hopes of finding the missing man. Shane Stubbs has more details straight ahead.
It's been more than 48 hours since 80-year-old Philip Stubbs, also known as Big Mama, went missing. Members of the search party combing through nearby areas like Bahama Terrace, not far from his last known address of 181A Candlefish Street. MP for Central Grand Bahama Iram Lewis says they remain hopeful for his safe and sound recovery.
We are a group of concerned human beings. Are they trying to lend assistance to a family in distress? Anybody who would have been missing in this instance, we would have lent support. But in this instance, he's out there, senior citizen, 80 years old. He's given much to this community. His wife, she's very concerned. His children at home, they're very concerned.
The uncertainty surrounding their loved one has the family on pins and needles, but they are holding faith that the community will lend their support.
Every time the phone rings, you don't know who's on the other end. You don't know what the news is. Every time someone knocks on the door, they're unexpected. You don't know what to expect. They're hoping and praying that we find him.
The missing 80-year-old has been diagnosed with dementia and diabetes, adding layers of concern for his well-being, leading their search to more than the highways.
We're now going to go ahead and comb the area through the pine forest, through all the track roads, with the hope. And again, like I said, we are praying that it all ends well.
Lending his efforts is psychiatrist Gregory Swan, who outlines what could be going through the mind of someone with dementia during this instance.
Their confusion, disorientation, and one can leave, go out, and get confused in terms of where they're going. The concern now is where his mindset is taking him. He's also having some issues with his sight, glaucoma. So when you put all of those factors together, we're hoping that he is out there just having some difficulties finding his way.
Their current belief is that he could have traveled between Caravel Beach and the downtown area, and urged the wider community to keep their eyes open.
So if anyone may have come across someone walking the street anytime between Monday after 3:30, Monday evening, and something simple, may not recognize anything, but just reach out to us and let us know.
Now Lewis and company say they will remain adamant in their hopes of finding the missing 80-year-old. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Switching gears now, over 3,000 visitors will travel to Bimini with a special spring break group. Tonight, they share why Bimini, an island mixed with a lap of luxury and culture, is their destination of choice. Julanda Thompson-Everest reports.
Spring break is finally here, and tourists from around the world are enjoying a luxury but yet local experience here in Bimini. The organizers of the STFU and party bring in close to 3,000 visitors here at Resort World Bimini, and they say that the island's cuisine, scenery, and customer service is a wealth of offerings that remains unmatched.
Obviously in Miami and in Florida, Bimini's always been very popular for boating culture, and we really fell in love with it when we first came here. It's such a unique place from the locals and, the local establishments like the bars and restaurants, the cuisine, the experiences and excursions. So for us, it was just about trying to bring something different, right? Instead of a Cancun or Punta Cana or something that has been, a traditional destination for college students around the country.
We try and organize everything so that the students really get a really nice taste of the Bahamas and of Bimini especially. Everything from the local foods, from, conch salads, to especially the incredibly light blue water, swimming in the ocean, having pool parties here. And, Yeah, I mean, everything is just, we try and organize it so that students really get, a taste of something different and something that they're not used to.
Van Essel also adds that the students are blown away by the experience.
Like, we've obviously leveled up our experience to match expectations, but for the most part, we don't even market the trip. It's all word of mouth and just people who have come before speaking highly about it. So it's very important to us that people that come on the trip leave with a great taste in their mouth and want to recommend it to everybody else.
Visitor from Dallas, Texas, Lexi Haven, giving her tell-all of what she looks forward to experiencing while here on the island.
I would definitely say I'm excited to be on the beach. That's one thing for sure. It's always a great time. Also with all the activities that are available for people that are coming here is just so much fun, and I'm really excited for that.
Kingsley Smith also speaking to the trickle-down effect of the visitors traversing the island, and most importantly, he highlighted that their presence speaks to the economic performance of Bimini.
Bimini has a great product, beautiful beaches as you can see, and it's just the island's life, the island style, what Bimini have to offer, and the people, what brings people to this island so often.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson Everest.
In news from the education beat, the highly anticipated Battle of the Brains competition, established in 2004 to showcase the academic prowess of students in Grand Bahama, kicked off at the Pelican Bay Resort. This year's event sees participation from 11 schools vying for the prestigious title, with only one school set to emerge as the overall winner. Remiko Knowles has the details in this report.
Students from 11 schools in Grand Bahama are engaging in this year's Battle of the Brains competition. The event spans across various disciplines, including biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics, challenging participants to demonstrate their knowledge and problem-solving skills.
You're going to have a series of 10 questions. Each question is going to be read twice. At the end of the second reading, you have 10 seconds to answer each question.
In the culmination of the Battle of the Brains competition, the winning school will proudly lay claim to the title of harboring the top students. Quentin LaRota, the visionary behind the esteemed competition, revealing its origins and purpose.
You put a lot of effort into celebrating the kids that do well in athletics. But what about those that do academics? How can we highlight them? How can we, replicate that spirit of competition? We got our heads together and I said, let's have a competition. And we worked it out and came up with Battle of the Brains.
This year, the Battle of the Brains competition receives a significant boost with the Grand Bahama Power Company stepping in as a lead sponsor. Nikita Mullings, COO, emphasizing the organization's recognition of the importance of STEM. Joining them in sponsorship is ZNS Northern Service, a proud supporter of the competition. Allison Smith, Senior Deputy General Manager, delivering remarks alongside Yvonne Ward, Assistant Director of Education for Grand Bahama Bimini and the Keys.
As the lead sponsor, we, the Grand Bahama Power Company, recognize the profound impact of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
I am truly thrilled to announce that ZNS Northern Service is at the helm of this program, ensuring its facilitation and broadcasting it for the viewers across the Bahamas and the world to see.
Students, all 44 of you, making up the 11 teams, are already winners. Why? Because you were selected to represent your school.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Remiko Knowles.
When we come back, hear how one young woman is dominating the drums. That story, sports, and more in the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Celebrate Easter weekend at Portobello's Restaurant by the Grand Lacayan. Children 5 to 12 years are half price, and children under 5 eat free. Dinner buffet on Good Friday and all-you-can-eat Easter Sunday brunch. See you there.
Have questions for Grand Bahama Power Company? Get insights and answers to the power concern every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Tune in and power up your knowledge with Ask GBPC.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. 17-year-old Fredria Lang has a passion for music. Hailing from East Grand Bahama, she comes from a line of musicians and pastors. And while it is no secret that she is the drummer girl for St. Matthew's Baptist Church, she shares how her passion for music keeps her grounded in a male-dominated industry. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
Fredria Lang, a deputy head girl and a musician, is in love with playing the drums. From a tender age, she was surrounded by music and was fond of many instruments. However, when she stumbled across playing the drums, she knew that this particular instrument would change her life forever. Lang has played for ministers in the government, governor generals, and profound men and women in the clergy.
I never really had a passion for singing or even keyboarding, any other type of instruments, and interested in it, looking at other drummers playing, I was very interested.
What's your favorite thing about playing the drums?
I'd say the adrenaline that you get when playing different styles of music and learning new things and unlocking new abilities in playing.
Lang spoke about the power of dominating the drums, an instrument typically played by men.
We can do all things through Christ. And I personally don't believe that your gender, your size, your age has anything to do with your ability. So I feel like once you have a passion for it, there's nothing you can't do.
The drummer girl mentions how her gift has made room for her, landing her a spot in the core band group. She advises any women who may be interested in participating in other male-dominating areas to ignore the noise in the market and follow their heart.
Follow your dreams, follow your passion, and there's nothing you can't do.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
Inspiring story, Jolanda. And finally, in news tonight, in our Stellar Student of the North weekly series, we spotlight a fast learner who continues to shine and make strides in academics on the island of Bimini. Here again is Jolanda Thompson-Everest with that special report.
Grade 11 student Nevaeh Saunders sharing her successful story of being an A student at Gateway Christian Academy. She credits her family history for being an academically inclined student and explains that her biggest concern is just staying focused.
I feel like I was born with the gift. Like how some people may learn slower than others. I've always been a fast learner. So I would say the challenge for me is just staying present. Like I tend to think about the future a lot, but right now I'm just trying to focus on the goals that I have for now instead of worrying about what's next.
Saunders managed to secure all A's when she took the BJCs in grade 7 and also passed a few subjects for her BGC SEs. She serves as the president of the Debates Club, a semi-finalist for Junior Minister of Tourism Bimini, and enjoys playing basketball on her time off.
Religion, science, health, math, English, and I managed to get A's and B's between the different subjects. And with my BGCSEs, I took them in grade 10 and I got an A in English,
a B in religion, and a C in biology for my first time. I was recently honored for getting the top speaker for the Grand Bahama division and the best speaker of the opposition. I used to have a challenge with math, but as I continued to work hard and put in the work, it got easier, and it was one specific topic that we did that I wasn't doing well on at all, but I continued to break it down, not give up.
The 16-year-old's favorite subject is communication, but she says that handling the workload is not as easy as it seems. However, what keeps her grounded is an end goal that she sets for herself every term.
Every term, I try to set a specific goal for myself, whether it's, for this term, I want to reach a higher GPA. So I just try to study and just do what I have to do now, and you would see in grade 12, it'll be new goals.
Danae's GPA currently sits at 3.7, and she's hoping to hit 3.8 or above for the next term. I'm Jolanda Thompson Everest. See you next week, Wednesday, for a stellar student of the North.
To look at stories making news, but don't go away. The latest in sports and your local weather forecasts are up next.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Get ready, Freeport, Bahamas. On March 16, 2024, the Grand Bahama Sports Complex will come alive with the Island Relays, a thrilling track and fields meet, high school and college competition, running and field events. It's a showcase of athleticism. Local unattached athletes, mark your calendars. Register by March 14th. For sponsorships or participation details, reach out to Island Relays Bahamas at info@islandrelaysbahamas.com. Don't miss the action. Be a part of the Island Relays excitement.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Do you want to find relief from common health concerns such as headaches, back pain, chronic inflammation, and more? How about improved sleep, boost energy, and improve overall well-being? Check out RA Balance Bahamas and get your body into balance with biomagnetic therapy. For all our social links, contacts, or to request an appointment, visit rabalancebahamas.com.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Golden Knight Demetrius Pinder is on home soil for a few weeks, and another international track meet is scheduled for this weekend at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Here's Jay Philippe with your Wednesday check on sports.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to sports. The Island Relay is set to begin this Saturday at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. We also have scores from high school basketball semifinal action, but let's begin with track and field. 35-year-old Demetrius Pinder, who at the 2012 London Olympics was a 400-meter finalist and relay gold medalist in the men's 4x4, is home for a short period. While on home soil, Pinder is running a free fitness camp and visiting local schools to inspire athletes.
More than just athletes. People who feel as if they want to be fit,
lose weight or do whatever they feel as if to deal with fitness. So, and that's about giving back, and it's free. I'm giving them a two-week camp, teaching them everything I know, most of my knowledge, and handing it to that for free. I don't feel as if we still recovering from the last hurricane, and charging people is really out of there right now. Just looking for being able to get that type of support from our government and stuff like that. But right now, that's why I'm here right now.
Sticking with track, the Island Relays is set to return to Grand Bahama this Saturday, March 16th at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex.
We're expecting students from various schools throughout the United States, Trinidad, and also UB, our very own. And this is going to be a special time. We've added just a few different features to it. We have the symposium with our high school students, that explaining to them the opportunities that could avail them should they see it through.
We say Island Relays, but it is exactly a full track and field meet. So we're going to start with our field events that morning at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So those of you who like to come out to the track and support the students with the field events, please join us. And then at 5 o'clock, we're going to return to the track. We'll have our grand opening ceremony. One of our sponsors, Coca-Cola, is going to be out there doing a activation. They have some new drinks that they want you guys to taste and sample, so they'll be giving out prizes, playing games. So do come out early at 5 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, we begin the running events.
And finally, in sports scores from Grand Bahama High School basketball playoffs, Sunland defeated Jack Haywood Junior 12-9 to advance to the championship against Tabernacle. In junior girls play 8 Mile Rock Blue Jays dominated Jack Haywood Junior 23-3. They will now take on Sister Mary Patricia Jr. in the title game. And in senior boys play, the Falcons scored the win against Grand Bahama Academy 31-17. Tabernacle will now face St. George's in the best of 3 series. Ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
And now, here's a look at the weather forecast sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Stay with us. Our Facebook friend of the day is up next.
News A&M Professional Lawn Care, situated Nassau East, is now branching into Freeport. For all your lawn care services, residential and commercial, landscape design, tree cutting, window cleaning, painting, or truck for hire. Call 445-4157.
My experience, it started out a bit rocky. They would call us freshers, some of us, because we, have no technical background in IT. But they really laid the foundation down for us, so we were able to learn the very basics first. And then at the end of the course, we were to the level of an associate, so we can actually start working in IT as soon as we exit the program.
One of the experiences I think was unique was the quality of the trainer. Marjorie, to me, and I think the others would share the same experience, is that she's a quality trainer. You leave the course knowing exactly what you need to know to build an application from scratch to finished product. And the foundation that she gives you is really spot on.
We are prime as Bahamians. We are competitive by nature, so I know that we are competitive with sports, with our junk canoe, but we can stand toe-to-toe with the world when it comes to tech as well, as we apply ourselves, and I really believe that.
New Life Worship Center, in collaboration with Run Bahamas and Volunteer Bahamas, presents a night of honor, honoring 4 outstanding recording artists. Bishop Washington Williams, Mr. Jay Mitchell, Mr. Wilfred Solomon, and Mr. Phil Stubbs.
under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency Sir Cornelius and Lady Smith. You don't want to miss a Night of Honor happening March 17th at 6 p.m. at New Life Worship Center. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. You don't want to miss it.
Are you guys up for the challenge?
Team Bomb Rock come in with strength and power, ready to crush.
Everybody else here, they look good, but I don't think they can feel good after the event.
MB Galaxy is here to provide the portables for when they belly break down from losing.
We have two distinct courses. One is the wipeout, and one is the obstacle course. They're going to have to dive, climb, jump, and even slide in the fastest time possible to win each event.
GBPA is coming to bring fire and brimstone.
That's coming to bring the boom.
It's a fight for second place because we got this one for sure.
Doctor Hospital, we're glad you're here because B&B can need it to pump out after they finish.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Carnetta McKenzie, you are our Facebook friend of the day. We miss you so much here at ZNS Northern Service, and we hope you're having a wonderful birthday. And that's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team, I'm Raven Davis. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the national report, a former NIB minister speaks. More leaders weigh in on unrest in Haiti. Top achievers awarded. And in sports, Bahamian basketball coaches named. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Everyone, I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for tuning in. The Davis administration is aware of the public concerns generating from the pending contribution increase at the National Insurance Board set for this summer. There are others, though, like a former cabinet minister responsible for the National Insurance Board, who feels that the payment hike is overdue. Vaughn Aubrey reports.
Former minister responsible for the National Insurance Board in the Progressive Liberal Party government led by the Right Honorable Perry Christie believes the National Insurance contribution increase announced this month should have been done a long time ago. Shane Gibson admits past governments, including his, continued to ignore NIB's actuarial reports, which for decades advised rate increases, thereby kicking the ball down the road. Today, he claims that proverbial ball has hit the wall and NIB would go broke if no action is taken.
I don't think any time is the right time for persons to be paying more money out of the little that they're getting right now. But I can tell you, we'll pay a bigger price later if we don't increase that contribution right now.
Tens of thousands of Bahamians depend on NIB for pensions, maternity, death, sickness, unemployment, and other benefits. Also include the millions owed to NIB by the government. Prime Minister Philip Davis cleared the air recently when NIB Minister Alfred Sayers announced that contributions would increase every 2 years until 2044. Davis says his government committed to July's increase only at this time, as he does not want to add more burden on Bahamians.
We have some people who can't even go to the grocery store for a day. They have to go for a meal. So every time they're hungry, they have to go to the grocery store because they just simply they don't generate sufficient income to cause them to be able to go for a day or 2 days or a week. And so it is a very painful exercise, but I can tell you, at the end of the day, if you don't do it, we're going to be in trouble. So I understand, I sympathize, and I empathize with them. It would be my wish that nobody pay any taxes, that nobody make any contributions. But then where would the money come from?
Gibson was asked about the opposition's reported concerns to the contribution increase. He responded this way.
The official opposition feel as though it shouldn't be increased, and tell the Bahamian public that if they win the next government, they'll reduce it and put it back to what it is now, if they really feel that way. Because you cannot play politics with this. This is one of those topics where you cannot play politics. And if they feel as though, don't forget now, they were the same ones who said you shouldn't have VAT. You shouldn't have VAT. But the first thing they did when they went in office is they increased VAT. They try to get more. And so if they're serious about this and they're saying it shouldn't happen, then tell them, give the Bahamian people a commitment that if they were to win the government, as soon as they win, they're going to decrease it and put it back to what it is right now.
The former NIB minister feels that though painful for many, the contribution increase is a move in the right direction to keep NIB solvent. Reporting live in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, I am Vaughn Albury.
In Haiti amid mounting civil unrest, a local Haitian leader is looking to the day his homeland will take a positive turnaround. Here's Cleopatra Murphy.
Haiti is in dire need of changes.
President of the United Association of Haitians in the Bahamas, Antoine St. Louis, is hoping the resignation of Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry will signal a new era for the impoverished nation, long beset by gang violence and lawlessness. Further, he is optimistic the pending appointment of a transitional government and a long-awaited election will be just the impetus the country needs.
It is very important that there are free elections, and I do hope that the committee that they put really are men and women who has a heart for Haiti, but most of all, we depend on God to have his way and to send the right people, because I do believe that Haiti will be rebuilt again. Haiti will come up to its glory days again.
St. Louis' comments come as Haiti has erupted into a state of anarchy as gangs coalesced earlier this month, storming 2 prisons, leading to the escape of more than 3,000 prisoners, also calling for Henry's resignation. One gang leader, Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, warned the international community's support of Henry could lead to a civil war, ending in genocide. With the U.S. committing $300 million to a Kenyan-led peacekeeping mission and an additional $33 million in humanitarian aid, St. Louis believes while Haiti must be a part of the solution, the embattled nation still needs international support.
Could have come from Haiti only, it would have happened. And that is why these men can do whatever they want to do, because Haiti itself is unable to bring the solution that Haiti needs.
As for the continued financial support of Haiti, St. Louis hopes funds will make it into the right hands, as he says corruption has been stagnating its progress.
I do hope they do it. Not only that they do it, but put it in the right hands, and people who are serious about the rebuilding of Haiti. Don't just send it and find out who will be in charge, and people will be accountable. And over the years, money have been sent to Haiti, but they need that accountability to make sure that it goes where it's supposed to go.
As for Henry, he tendered his resignation on Monday, but says it will take effect once a transitional government has been installed. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thanks a lot, Cleo. As CARICOM leaders keep a close eye on the logistics to form a transitional presidential council in Haiti, one question posed to the regional body this week was whether or not member states agreed to accept Haitians in the interim.
That was not for discussion at these meetings. We are focused on the stability of Haiti, stabilizing Haiti, working towards putting Haiti on a path of prosperity, development, on a path of political stability and leading to free and fair election. That is the priority, and the security of the Haitian people and having humanitarian aid in there. That is where our focus was.
CARICOM Chairman and President of Guyana, His Excellency Mohamed Irfaan Ali, didn't specify details of the security mission as he feels it would hamper the discussions. But when it comes to addressing the violence in Haiti, he did disclose that gangs are still a major problem.
The idea of having normalcy is to allow the institutions to function, that room to breathe and to grow and to function and to deal with some of the situations on the ground, which include a gang. Of course, the present capacity and capability is compromised because they don't have the human resource asset, neither the physical asset, the equipment and so on. And that is what we're working on, to support the transitional mechanism to deal with the issue of crime and gangs.
While Bahamians become increasingly concerned about Haiti's rise in violence, Chargé d'Affaires at the Bahamas Embassy in Haiti, Captain Godfrey Roll, doesn't feel it's necessary.
We will, as we ought, continue to protect our borders, continue to ensure that persons obey the rules. But you know, this question of Haiti and Bahamas has always been an emotive one. But I don't think that there is anything drastic has changed that would cause Bahamians to become even more concerned. The whole idea is for us to work as best we can with CARICOM and with the international community to ensure that things get better in this country so the citizens of the country can experience a better life and want to remain in their country.
And still to come, top achievers recognized nationally. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity.
It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it.
My sales increase, and I can track my earnings.
Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today.
Call 356-7764.
After 51 years, Papa
Popeyes is crashing the wings party with 5 flavors.
Makes no sense it took so long. Crispy outside, juicy inside.
Who are you?
We don't make sense. We make chicken. Y'all good?
Popeyes new chicken wings make no sense. Marinated in Louisiana spices, hand battered and flipped, and then we have the audacity to call all 5 flavors fast food? Someone should really say something or order something.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. At the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
For an unforgettable weekend at Agri Expo 2024. It all goes down on April 12th and 13th at Gladstone Road Farmers Market. Bring the whole family for a farmtastic experience. Meet local farmers, artisans, and savor delicious food. From competitions to forums and activities for the kids. There's something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just curious about where your food comes from, there's something for everyone at the Agri Expo. It's something you don't want to miss. See you there.
The Bahamas uses its voice in the international arena to appeal for funding from the United Nations. Advancing the country's cause today was Social Services Minister, the Honorable Miles LaRota, during a ministerial roundtable at the United Nations 68th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. Speaking to the priority theme, accelerating the achievement of gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls by addressing poverty and strengthening institutions and financing with a gender perspective, LaRota referenced the Davis administration's 3 principal strategic initiatives.
With requisite funding, these good practices could become best practices. We hope to expand these initiatives with UN and other international partners' help. We welcome assistance and collaboration to meet our objectives of strengthening institutions and service empowering women and girls.
During the afternoon session, Minister LaRota listed the Davis minister addresses the gender poverty gap, strengthen institutions, and implement financing with a gender perspective through food security, social safety net, programs, and business development. He then acknowledged the Bahamas' support to reform the international financial architecture.
Reduction of women's poverty is hindered by lack of access to concessional, long-term financing for sustainable development, policies to address, among other things, women's economic enfranchisement. In this regard, I extend thanks on behalf of the Government of the Bahamas to UN agencies and stakeholders for resources extended to the Bahamas Development Bank in offering very relevant, timely Women Financial Accelerator programs in the bank's mandate, adding women to the country's industrial development landscape, an Academy of Women Entrepreneurs microloan program, and a UN joint SDG fund project on Building Back Equal are effectively addressing training, access to additional capital, risk reduction, and facilitates attaining SDGs.
On January 26, the United States issued a Level 2 travel advisory to the Bahamas, advising Americans to take precautions when visiting here due to the high level of criminal activity. Fast forward nearly 2 months later, Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, remains convinced that long-standing partnerships in the industry are helping to soften the advisory's blow.
Our army of partners include the cruise lines, and we bring significant level of value and attractiveness to their product. We have the hotels and the airlines that work with us hand in hand, and I am confident that based on the dialogue that I have been having directly with the CEOs of cruise lines, that the message is clear, that we want a win-win partnership.
Cooper remains optimistic, though, that arrivals will continue to climb and is committed to the approach of Bahamians telling their stories.
Enhancing our product.
International travel lodging brand Airbnb announcing a global policy shift prohibiting listings under its brand from the use of indoor cameras. This update overriding its previous policy allowing security cameras in common spaces, including hallways and living rooms, with the host required to disclose to guests. According to a statement issued by the company Monday, the change comes as a result of prioritizing privacy, noting that most of the listings on its site do not have indoor security cameras. The statement further notes the update to this policy simplifies the approach and makes it clear that security cameras are not allowed inside listings, regardless of their location, purpose, or prior disclosure. Tourism officials launching its Bahamas Business Incubator Center on East Bay Street last evening. Lloyd Allen was there.
It's being called the Renaissance to East Bay Street, the Tourism Development Corporation sponsoring 6 first-time businesses as a part of its incubator center. All of this intended to launch these businesses not just to the Bahamas, but to the world.
So we're here to offer support at the early stages of their journey.
Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis officially launched the All Bahamian Small Business Development Initiative Tuesday from its downtown location.
With the opening of the Tourism Development Center's Incubation Center, we welcome a new era for entrepreneurial innovation and business growth.
Officials calling this new venture a game changer.
The presence of more than a dozen Bahamian entrepreneurs here today with their unique product is a clear indication of how accessible the tourism industry is.
Today, we embark on a transformative journey to create unique tourism micro-retail, a project that will grow for all entrepreneurs and will continue into the future.
We eventually settled on the fact that the lowest hanging fruit was the fact that we needed some authentic Bahamian products, retail products, to counter some of the counterfeit that we see really heavily populating the downtown space.
6 vendors in total will occupy the space over the next 12 months, with most of the major operational costs covered by government and the TDC. These vendors say they couldn't wish for a better scenario.
Attached to the bookstore, we are going to be doing publishing, and we want to teach people how to publish. This is only the beginning for us. We see this going in multiple locations and taking it to the family island.
Pearl Jasmine is a apparel and accessories clothes brand that offers luxury resort wear.
We plan to inspire creativity amongst young students, so those young authors and story writers, we want to take their books and bring those characters to life.
My straw plat comes all the way from Exuma, where we harvest the straw, we cure the straw, and we plait the straw. All is done by my mother and my grandmother.
The new incubation center is available to both locals and tourists and is open daily. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Top achievers in the national examinations were rewarded for their hard work and determination to excel this week. Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, and other officials were on hand to bestow the top honors on the students who sat the 2022-2023 BJC and BGCSE examinations from public and private schools at the William Thompson Auditorium. The Education Minister applauded the high flyers for their efforts.
And we know
that what they have achieved, it was not by happenstance. I'm sure they're very smart, but it required a lot more than just being very smart. It required preparation, planning, time management, sacrifice, and a high level of discipline, and a pursuit of excellence, a determination. And so we are really celebrating, for me, the achievements, but it's the underlying, for me, it is the underlying foundational facts which have led to this achievement.
The education minister says the students' performance is a direct result of hard work and the unwavering support from parents and teachers.
I wanted to single out the Zante Ferguson from H.O. Nash. 12 A's in his BJCs and the best overall BJC results in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Sorry, she, Zante. And I want to also mention Avnali Alceres from Jack Haywood Senior High School, 5 A's and 2 B's, who receives the Marjorie Davis Award for Best Overall BGCSE Performance in Public School.
We still have more news to come, but Amajal Knowles has a look at what's coming up in sports. Amajal?
And coming up in sports, Bahamas Basketball Federation announcing its new coaches and Devin meeting with the DPM. Details of those stories and more coming up in sports.
Looking to experience fun, wine, and food, look no further than the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival, set to be one to remember and filled with international and local chefs.
One of the most important things to me in creating a festival down here with this property was that it be local. You know, it's great that Martha's here and Andrew and Alex Garnacelli and, you know, Duff Goldman. That's fantastic. But I really think for people coming down here, the people who are buying tickets, they want to experience the great food down here. You need those headline names to help create awareness, but you need the locals to help make sure people are happy.
Several Bahamian chefs and vendors said this festival is set to be fruitful and for more reasons than one.
What we have done in terms of numbers in tourism, we've had a record-breaking year, and I think it's important for us to really say kudos to Atlantis for continuing to be a leader, as well as Bahama, and these kinds of initiatives. And these really helps to drive the number up. And so Manuel is excited to, you know, just be a part of it, ensuring that we contribute to our overall tourism product.
Rubbing shoulders with Aaron Sanchez and Martha Stewart, I mean, get the opportunity to just be in the same space and presenting food, knowing that we're from such a small island and women in this business, it's a really big deal for us. And we're just excited, you know, the experience, as well as getting a chance to showcase on such a wide scale.
The Bahamas, like you said, is the tourism industry, and we have so much to offer within our community. There are so many different companies with different backgrounds, with different experiences and cultures and food that we have to offer. And I think when tourists are traveling, they want to be able to experience every little bit of what it means to live in Nassau.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Joshua Robbins, and this is Tourism Today.
In 2023, over 9 million visitors came to the Bahamas, the region's leading tourism destination. That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Paradise is not only found in Nassau, but throughout our 16 island destinations.
That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Over 400,000 Bahamians depend on our tourism-driven economy.
That is why tourism is everyone's business.
It's the passing on of our traditions and our cultural heritage to the next generation.
That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Tourism is everyone's business.
From the straw we plant, to exploring our Bahama blues, to experiencing the greatest show on earth. No matter who you are, we all have a part to play in our tourism industry.
This is our country.
These are our islands.
This is our home.
That's why tourism
is everyone's business.
In the
yellow elder garden, Allie and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights, a symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the yellow elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Allie dances in her yellow elder costume. We are alive.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
Here is an energy-efficient business tip brought to you by the Small Business Development Center. Switch to energy-efficient LEDs, replacing 100-watt incandescent bulbs with 6-watt LEDs, cutting lighting costs by up to 40%. As LEDs cover more space, you'll need fewer bulbs, and adding a dimmer can enhance your savings. To become an energy-efficient business, call the Small Business Development Center at 461-7232 or log on to our website at www.accessaccelerator.org.
I result violence when we can.
Mine was on the violence every weekend. Oh, black and shop. Black and shop. Black and shop. Oh, black and shop. Hey, hey, hey. We want to be Valley.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
The Medical Association of the Bahamas is hosting its 52nd scientific conference over the next 3 days at the Margaritaville Resort. Lloyd Allen is standing by with the latest. Good evening, Lloyd.
Well, good evening, LaDawn, and good evening, Bahamas. Tonight we're here at Margaritaville, where scores of medical professionals have converged for the Medical Association of the Bahamas' 52nd annual scientific conference. Now, the president of the association, Dr. Gemma Roll, is here with us. Dr. Roll, share with us about the significance of your conference now in its 52nd year.
Well, for the last 52 years, every year, all of the doctors in the country, including also international speakers, come in and we hear about the latest and greatest that's happening in medicine. And the intention is for us to learn from each other and advance healthcare in the country.
Now, of course, standing here with us as well as co-chair of the conference, as well as Vice President of the Bahamas Medical Association, Dr. Nikisha Hall Dennis. Now, Dr. Hall, obviously significant amount of progress made over these past 52 years, but over the next 3 days, a lot of things are set to happen.
So we have a lot of exciting things happening. You know, this year our theme is AI and beyond. And we chose that theme because as the world is changing, so is medicine is changing, and we must change with it. And so we wanted to bring in international speakers from Cleveland Clinic and University of the Miami, as well as the cutting edge people here in our own community who are here to teach us and here to help us learn, as well as we have even somebody here from Google who understands what AI is all about. And so that's what we're here for today, to learn over the next 3 days, to learn from each other, to teach each other, and to take medicine forward.
Now, of course, LaDawn, as stated, over the next 3 days, a lot of information is going to be exchanged, and ZNS News will be here for the full ride. Reporting here from Margaritaville for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd. Well, the Ministry of Agriculture marking yet another milestone in its journey to transform local food systems and promote sustainable agriculture. The two-day event set for April 12th and 13th at the Gladstone Road Agriculture Center is one Agriculture Minister, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, says will showcase a lot more than just the latest agricultural advancements.
Through this expo, we aim to connect farmers with markets, promote value-added products, artisans, and foster agribusiness entrepreneurship in the Bahamas. At the expo, you can expect to see what Bahamians can achieve, such as latest practices, local produce from key family islands, ornamental plants, sustainable packaging, handicrafts, local body products, a culinary division with fairs competitions, I promise you that, such as the Battle of the Islands, where representatives from all over the Bahamas will face off to determine whose island recipes are the best.
Now, to add to the mix, educational workshops on soil management strategies and backyard farming, along with a kiddie corner, and there's a little something for everyone.
This is a chance for us all to come together as a community, to share experiences and collaborate on building a more resilient and thriving agri-food system in the Bahamas to meet our regional goal of reducing our food import bill by 25% by the year 2025. We at the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources are seeking to bring the best agriculture and fisheries product to the Agri-Expo by bringing together stakeholders from across the sectors throughout our islands. We will make strides towards creating more prosperous and sustainable farmers, consumers, and environment. This is the right platform for farmers, producers, distributors, retailers, and consumers to come together and discuss challenges, opportunities, and solutions.
Online data may not place the Bahamas among the countries with the highest kidney disease, but according to the Bahamas Kidney Association, the illness is becoming more prevalent here at home, impacting hundreds of families. Within that circle, the faces of those who care for the sufferers, some of whom have lost the battle, those relatives were honored in prayer, poem, and song.
There is a word of God that says, I promise never to leave you nor forsake you. While you may see me with tears in my eyes, please know that my heart is beating with love and pride. You, my sweet son, brought so much happiness in your 42 years on this earth. I've known you as a father, and I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God.
This is the month of March, which we host as Kidney Month. So in representation of Kidney Month, we wanted to give back to the relatives who we have lost in the fight of kidney disease. So we just wanted to do this as our first visual actually for the Kidney Center in Nassau. We did it in Freeport before, but this is the first for Nassau. So we just wanted to let relatives know that even though their relative has passed on, they can still remember them.
Local corporate citizen Mike Renee reaching out in a big way to help the Ranfurly Home for Children resolve some of its ongoing internet issues. Administrator Ingrid DeVos says the upgrade is a timely one as the 23 children living at the home are in the middle of preparing for national examinations.
One of the main challenges we were having was the slowness of our network. And then, of course, we had issues with a number of the children trying to get online, especially in the evening time when it was time to do homework, school projects, research, that type of stuff. So with all of them trying to get on all at the same time, it was a challenge. Some of them were getting on, and we had the buffering issues, and then in some instances, some of the children weren't able to get on at all.
Chief Executive Officer Ryan Cartwright says the company has been giving back to the home for more than 40 years.
Their internet and networking needs weren't being met. And so the major issues they had were the internet the connectivity being slow and oftentimes unresponsive. And so we also realized that the children did not have Wi-Fi access within their dorms, which is where they, do their homework and handle their school projects as well. Also, the administrators, they didn't have any ability to be able to control what the children had access to ensure that it was a safe environment for them. And so in implementing the new network for them, they now have Wi-Fi access throughout the campus, and they also have cybersecurity implemented and other bells and whistles that allow the administrators to both filter content, block websites, and limit connectivity so that they can provide a safe browsing experience for the children.
And still to come, our feature story of the night, the Toastmasters Awards. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is open for all of you.
March into Super Value and Quality supermarkets today for great savings like Rainbow Corned Beef, 12-ounce, new low price, $2.19. Country Barn Mayonnaise, 30-ounce, $3.75. Mullis Ready Cut Macaroni, 16-ounce, $2.19. Boneless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Romaine Hearts, 3-pack, $4.79. Shoppers are marching to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
The Church of God of Prophecy will embark in Conclave 2024 under the theme Go Forward from March 13 through 17. This gathering of the saints will begin on Wednesday night with the charge to the nation by Bishop Dr. Franklin Ferguson. On Friday night, there will be a sacred service of ordination for 6 candidates for the bishopric. At 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 17, there will be a baptismal parade, and Bishop Tim Coulter, the presiding bishop, will preach in the final service of Conclave 2024. It's going to be a grand celebration. Come expecting miracles. See you at Conclave 2024.
Caribbean Gas is still working to ensure our customers are supplied with everything they need. We supply tanks and fittings of all sizes. And for all your cooling needs, check out our range of refrigerants. We have a service department that can check your car AC gas. Electricity can be very expensive. Solar systems are the way to go. Check out our full inventory listing in the Tribune's classified ads. We accept all major credit cards. Call us today, 361-6007. We are waiting to serve you.
Life is not always easy. We may find ourselves in situations that turn our worlds upside down. No matter how low you believe you have fallen, get help if you need it. Do what you have to do to get on your feet again. This message was brought to you by the Bahamas Psychological Association.
Of the Andros Bay Kamelami Key enjoying the benefits of the central bank's sand dollar digital currency. According to the resort's chief financial officer, Portland Bain, roughly 30% of the 250 employees on its payroll receive their salary in sand dollars. He noted that it prevents mishandling and theft, enhancing security when it comes to financial transactions. In fact, Bain says it also helps since no commercial banks operate on the island. And it's time now for a check on the Family Island's weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, LaDawn. We have near clear skies this evening. Temperature 71 degrees, relative humidity at 69%. Northeast winds at 4 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,018.4 millibars. That's 30.10 inches, and the pressure is steady. Your temperatures around the Family Valdes this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 74 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Greentown, Key and Abaco, Marsh of Abaco at 71 degrees. We're picking up 76 in Alliston, Bimini, 72 degrees in Harbor Island and Roxanne, Eleuthera, Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 73. Also, Kemp's, Bayside Andros, and Black Point, Exuma at 73. Alliston, Cat Island, 72. San Salvador, 72. 72 also in Rumkey, Georgetown, Exuma, a little warmer at 75. Picking up some 78s in Rygat Island, Cloud, San Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay may go on to 79, Auckland 79, Machitani, Nagua 83 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 77. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Center in the Northwestern Islands tonight through tomorrow. The winds, they will remain southeast at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Now, your high tide, that will take place at 11:26 tonight, with another high tide at 11:45 tomorrow morning. Now, for the southeast Bahamas through Thursday, easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots. The wave heights 3 to 6 feet. So we're asking boaters in the southeast Bahamas to exercise caution through tomorrow. And as we take you into Friday in the northwestern parts of our country, we continue with that southeast wind at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights around 2 to 4 feet. Low tide will take place at 6:48 in the morning, with a high tide at 12:39 in the afternoon. But the central Bahamas, the winds are a little stronger. Southeast at 12 to 18 knots. Wave heights 3 to 6 feet with caution flags. In the southeast Bahamas, easterly winds at 15 to 20 knots. Wave heights 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. And we're also asking small craft to exercise caution both in the central and southeastern islands on Friday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Wine on something, wine up on something, shake up on something, wine up on something, now dance up on something, wine up on something, shake up on something, wine up on something, cause it's real, got a time to join the line, time to lose your mind, cause it's homecoming time, man, if your car break down, see the jitney coming now, so time to wind around, cause we got to start it now, the man in a boat.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
March up and down the aisles of Super Value and Quality supermarkets and save. Libby spaghetti and meatballs, 15 ounce, $1.59. Carnation evaporated milk, 13.9 ounce, 2 for $3. Livy's Vienna sausage, 4.6 ounce, $1.19. Turkey wings, $1.99 per pound. Fresh broccoli, bunch, $3.99. Shoppers are marching to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to sports on this Wednesday, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Well, the search process for the new wave of coaches for the Bahamas Basketball Federation is officially over, as BBF today holding a press conference to announce the persons who will be forging the path for Bahamian basketball moving forward. Our Charles Fisher has the story.
Selected to lead the senior women, coach Yolette McPhee-McCrane, head coach at Ole Miss. Junior women, Antoine Francis, a former assistant coach with the junior women's national team. Under 17 boys, Jay Philippe, the head coach of Sunland Baptist Academy in Grand Bahama. And the under 15 junior men, Kevin Clark, he's the head coach of Tabernacle, also in Grand Bahama. Chairman of the selection committee, Dr. Linda Davis.
And so we followed what FIBA would expect in terms of the characteristics, the ethics, the knowledge of the game, the experience, as we went through a number of nominations as well as submissions.
Head coaches will be responsible for selecting their assistants with the approval of the Federation.
When I heard that I officially would have been the head coach, I was excited and very elated for this opportunity. Part of my process will be to, of course, with the assistance of the coaching committee and the Basketball Federation, is to select assistants and team managers that are dynamic, up to date with basketball, have the same kind of desire to represent the country, and who want to teach and train and pick the best possible 12 athletes to play for the Bahamas.
I consider it to be an honor and privilege to be able to serve my country as the national team coach for 17U. It's been a long time coming. It's something that I envisioned for years when I first started coaching about 10 years ago. And so I'm excited about the opportunity to lead a bunch of young men in the right way as far as basketball is concerned. Our previous coaches did an excellent job by establishing a good brand of basketball, and my job now is to enhance what we already learned. And I want to be able to represent this country by putting together the best basketball players from around the country, and even those players that are in the U.S. and other places in that age group to be able to represent the Bahamas.
It took a full year for the selections to be made, and Dr. Davis made it clear that's just how the ball bounces.
What got us caught off guard a little bit is Christmas came in the middle there, and so we took a bit of a break. And due to the fact that there were persons who are not on New Providence, we had to bring them in for the second half. And so we wanted to be intentional and deliberate. We didn't want to rush it. We wanted to ensure that each of the persons who were nominated or who submitted application had a fair chance to demonstrate what they had to bring to the game. And even those who were not selected, we wanted to make sure, too, as we have spoken to them subsequently, that, this is just the beginning.
Their period for coaches will run until 2027. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
The recognition for Bahamian World 60-meter hurdles record holder Devin Charlton continuing this week, as earlier today, Charlton, along with her family, paying a courtesy call to Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, Honorable Chester Cooper. DPM saying he, much like the rest of the country, is extremely proud of Devin for a major feat.
Very proud of what you've done, your achievement, your accomplishment, and certainly we want to encourage you to continue. So I couldn't be more proud as a Bahamian to see a young Bahamian excel, not just in the Bahamas, not just in the Caribbean, but in the world.
Devin also receiving a personalized portrait from celebrity artist Jamal Roll. Speaking to the ZNS Total Sports team, an emotional Charlton says she is still soaking in the newfound fame and attention.
Definitely an honor to be here and just to feel the love, and the reception I've felt since I've been home has been incredible. Definitely overwhelming. I was walking to the U.S. Embassy, like just walking along the road, and people were literally stopping their cars and jumping out trying to get pictures with me. Wasn't quite prepared for all that, but learning how to deal with it. But you know, just trying to embrace it. It's great to see the joy that what I've done brought to the country.
Also receiving a hero's welcome was boxer Rashid Raw Williams, who earlier this month won the National Boxing Association's welterweight title in Tampa, Florida. Williams would secure a second-round stoppage over American Andres Fierras to improve to 10-2 in his professional career. Williams, along with members of his team and the Bahamas Boxing Federation, holding a press conference on Tuesday to celebrate the big win.
Give God thanks, and I'm proud of myself. And I'm happy to be involved in this team, which sit besides me. They was there by my side from day one. Mr. Wellington Miller, Andre Seymour, Valentino Knowles, and Mr. Strawn. They always supported me and pushed me. And I just want to say I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And I can continue to do great things for our country.
And that's all the time we have for you for sports on this Wednesday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go into any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamassales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
For weather.
In our final look at weather, our forecast map showing that high pressure remains to the northeast of the Bahamas, and that will continue to generate dry conditions over the next several days. Saving for the extreme northwestern parts of the country, we see some moisture being advected near the Grand Bahama and North Abaco area, and that could trigger 1 or 2 very brief passing showers tonight. Partly cloudy, very nice conditions tonight. We're going to see those temperatures around 66 degrees. Last evening, we got down to 61 degrees, and tomorrow we're looking at mostly sunny, quite pleasant. A little breeze picking up in the afternoon with your high temperature around 79 degrees. And the extended weather forecast, this is how it's going to be. The nice weather will continue. Warming trend begins on Friday, taking us through the weekend, and then we'll get up to close to 90 degrees on Monday up next week. Those nighttime temperatures remaining a bit comfortable, but we see a slight increase, and those starting on Friday, where we'll get back into the low 70s, and that will continue for the next few days. Well done.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, members of the Toastmasters Club 717A celebrating its 25th anniversary on Saturday evening at the Warwick Hotel on Paradise Island. 7 Bahamians were honored for their contributions to the growth and development of the organization. Past president and 25th anniversary banquet committee chair is Nakira Simonet.
So the first is our Pillar of Support honoree, who is DTM Keith Major. And then we have Trailblazer honorees, Distinguished Toastmasters Elaine Foster, Godfrey Springer, DeQuesta Dean, Pamela Roll, and Ivan Thompson. And then our Legacy Award honoree, who you spoke to earlier, is Distinguished Toastmaster Dwayne Davis. And so we are celebrating each of them for various reasons based on the ways that they would have contributed to the club and its overall development.
Legacy Award honoree and Distinguished Toastmaster Dwayne Davis had this response.
5 years is a long time of anything, you know, and to actually be honored by my colleagues in Toastmasters 7178 and past presidents and founders is also a very, very good feeling for me.
Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. From all of us here at ZNS, I'm LaDawn Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news,